Sometimes the most beautiful stories happen far away from the noise of big cities. Today I'm back in my hometown Tongling, a small riverside city in China. The Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia. Here, by the gentle flow of the Yangtze River, a group of special angels lives quietly among us. The endangered Yangtze finless porpoises is known for its angel smile and has a level of intelligence comparable to that of a gorilla. Come with me as we step into their world, a world full of smiles, hope, and the quiet strength of nature. My journey began in Wellington, New Zealand. As the plane lifted off the runway, I watched the green hills of Wellington slowly faded into the clouds. Next stop, Auckland. After a brief stopover, it was time for the long stretch home. From Auckland, I boarded a long-haul flight bound for Beijing. Flying across oceans and continents, my excitement grew with every mile. I wasn't just traveling home, I was going to see something very special. Landing in Beijing, the familiar sights and sounds brought back a wave of memories, but my hometown was still a train ride away. I continued my journey by taking China's high-speed railway. The train sliced through landscapes of towns, rivers, and fields, speeding me toward Tongling, my hometown by the Yangtze River. Back in Tongling, the city felt both familiar and new after all these years. After spending some quality time with my family, I took a trip across the rivers of the Yangtze to visit the River Dolphin National Nature Reserve, a place where nature and hope quietly thrive. The Tongling River Dolphin National Nature Reserve, located in Datong Asian Town in Tongling, is the world's first site to use the semi-national conditions for the translocation and conservation of a Yangtze finless porpoise. To visit the reserve, I needed to cross the river itself. A free ferry carried me over calm waters to a small island, which is in the middle of the Yangtze River. This hidden place is home to some of the Yangtze's most precious residents. Stepping off the ferry, I arrived at this quiet island in the middle of the Yangtze River. The air was filled with the scent of water and earth, and a gentle breeze whispered through the reeds. Standing on the riverbank, the wide expanse of the Yangtze stretched endlessly before me. In the distance, the G3 Tongling Yangtze River Road Railway Bridge across the water like a silver ribbon, connecting the past and the future of this ancient river. A short walk from the ferry landing brought me closer to my destination, the Tongling River Dolphin National Nature Reserve. Every step seemed to lead deeper into the nation's embrace. And then, in the gentle flow of the water, I caught my first glimpse of them, the Yangtze finless porpoises, gliding gracefully just beneath the surface. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was lunchtime for the Yangtze finless porpoises. A keeper arrived, carrying a bucket full of fresh fish. Now I can see that the porpoises began to gather near the feeding area, leaping out of the water with joyful splashes. At that moment, a plainly dressed elderly man in his 60s walked onto the porpoises' view platform, carrying a bucket of fresh fish. His name is Zhang Bajin, one of the senior caretakers at the reserve. A tourist standing nearby asked, "How many times do the dolphins get fed each day. Without hesitation, Mr. Zhang replied 4 times, at 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. The fish for the porpoises are delivered daily, fresh and lively, he added. As Mr. Zhang tossed fish into the water, the Yangtze finless porpoises frequently leapt out of the river, their playful splashes accompanied by delighted gasps from the visitors. Their heads are rounded, their snouts short, and the corners of their mouths curve upward into what looks like a gentle smile, earning the nickname angels who smile. A curious tourist asked Mr. Zhang how many finless porpoises live here now. We started with 4 and now there are 12, pointing toward a smaller dolphin among the group, he added. Look, that one was born just last year. Although to most visitors, the porpoises look almost identical, he can easily recognize each one by heart. After their meal, the porpoises swam away contentedly, darting through the water with joyful energy. Their sleek gray forms glided effortlessly across the surface as if waving a playful goodbye. It was almost time for us to say goodbye too. I lingered for a moment longer, watching the gentle ripples slowly faded into the wide embrace of the river. I left the reserve with a full heart, grateful for the well glimpse into the liveliness of these beautiful smiling angels. Waiting for the ferry to take us back, the afternoon sun stretched long shadows across the riverbank. The Datong ancient town quietly witnessing every story flowing along the great river. The ferry approached, gently carting across the silver waters, ready to take us back, leaving this small island behind, but carrying the memory of today with us, like a soft ripple in our hearts. Back on the mainland, I took one last look at the Yangtze River, its waters carrying the quiet stories of today far downstream. This visit to the Tongling River Dolphin National Nature Reserve was not just a journey across the river, but a small, unforgettable journey into the heart of nature's kindness and resilience. Thank you for coming along with me. If you enjoyed this slow and gentle journey, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And stay tuned. In my next video, I will share a special watercolor illustration inspired by today's trip, capturing the smile angels of the Yangtze in my own way. See you very soon.